there's not really any surprises. I know there was a lot of talk over the past several weeks and the past several days about what's going to be in this indictment and what's going to be there that we don't know. There must be something besides what we've been talking about for the past 4 or 5 years. There wasn't. There's nothing. The indictment itself is boilerplate. It doesn't allege any federal crime, any state crime that's been violated. It doesn't allege what the false statement is. And it's really disappointing. It's sad, and we're going to fight it. We're going to fight it hard.
Were you surprised? Were you surprised by anything in the indictment?
No.
How about you, Joe? Were you surprised?
Yeah, I was surprised there were no facts in there. I mean, normally in an indictment you have alleged facts. So they said that this was a false business record entry to aid and abet another crime. We're not saying what the other crime was.
Can you talk about his demeanor? How was he doing?
Trump's reaction was when he saw the charges against him.
When you say what his reaction was, what do you expect his reaction was? I mean, his reaction was exactly what would happen if it happened to anybody that I'm looking at now or anybody that's hearing what you're saying. He's frustrated. He's upset. But I'll tell you what, he's motivated. And it's not going to stop him, and it's not going to slow him down. And it's exactly what he expected. And so to that extent, there's no surprise. But he's also upset and frustrated and disappointed and mad that this happened.
What about the warnings against his rhetoric on what was the former president?
Well, there was not a warning. What do you mean?
From the judge, talking about
the judge did not warn.
The
The district attorney made a statement addressing what they perceived to be, I'm not sure what the words they used, inappropriate rhetoric of some sort. Obviously, we responded, and the judge just took it in. The judge didn't warn. He asked the parties to consider what they're saying and not saying.
Guys, he did not admonish the president.
There was no admonishment.
Did the president not use language that would incite violence or civil unrest?
He did not request that the president not use language. He requested that everybody involved refrain from using language that's inappropriate. And by the way, that includes the witnesses. The witnesses for the people who are talking just as much.
But it also includes the former president swinging a baseball bat at the head of the Manhattan DA.
Well, I don't know where you got that because if
that was a tweet sent out by the former president.
No, it wasn't. And first of all, that picture was not him swinging a baseball bat. I mean, if you want to distort the facts, go right ahead. I want to address that. Yes, it is. He wasn't swinging a baseball bat at anyone's head. That was a picture of him showing off an American-made bat. But someone else put a picture of the district attorney next to him and in an article posted that. That's not his article, it's not his photos.
Not using language that incites.
Guys, here's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the insufficiency of this case. And I will say this to you. Today's unsealing of this indictment shows that the rule of law died in this country. Because while everyone is not above the law, no one's below it either. And if this man's name was not Donald J. Trump, there is no scenario we'd all be here today. Please understand that based on these charges.
What are we going to get tonight when he speaks?
When?
Tonight.
8 o'clock.
What are we going to hear?
I don't know. You'll hear it.
You should tune in and you'll hear
think we
it.
know?
Prosecution wanted the trial in January. Did you think that was realistic?
No.
Can you guys talk about, there's a lot of speculation about the unity among the defense attorneys.
Look at this. Look at us.
Is that why you chose to do this?
To come out together? We chose to come out together so we could speak with one voice. But there is no disunity here. That's gossip and it's nonsense. We've been working together and we will be working together.
And this, to me, quite frankly, is the best team I've ever worked with, the lawyers. I'm honored to be working with these guys. It's a family. It's a team. And we have one mission, and we'll achieve that mission.
What's your next move?
I mean, I'm going to go home and have some food.
What about the change of venue stuff? When do we?
I mean, we're going to start fighting the case. I didn't mean to be flippant on you.
When do you start filing motions? I'm assuming one of the first things you're going to do.
The judge set a motion schedule
to dismiss. I assume that'll be
the judge set a motion schedule that requires motion files in 4 months. So that's when we'll be filing motions.
This whole notion about how this is sort of like a novel, or do you?
It's not a notion. It's actually a fact. It's never been charged before.
Talk about that. But like,
there's nothing else to say except the district attorney. This office has existed for decades and decades, and you can find one if you'd like. You'll never see a charge like this ever.
You understand
this case?
You understand this? As simple as this: a state prosecutor is prosecuting a federal election law violation that doesn't exist according to federal election law officials. It's as simple as that. That you can sum it all up like that.
Will there be anything else in your motion to dismiss?
We haven't even come
What about
close
the
to
change of
starting.
venue? There's all this talk. Can someone address that now?
The defendant could potentially post discovery on social media. Will you commit that your client won't do that?
That won't happen. And more than us committing, he's committed.
What
We're not here
about-
to play
What have you
games.
said
change
to
of
your
venue,
client
a lot-
about posting on social media? Have you given him?
We're not having any discussion about what we told her.
What
Were you
about the
surprised the mention of two women?
Answer this question about the change of venue. There's a lot of
It's premature.
right. So
premature.
why is he talking about that? Why is he trying to move this to a place
So
like Staten Island?
once again, we're 3 lawyers here to litigate and fight this case. We're not PR consultants. We're not social media consultants. Donald Trump has made one hell of a brand and became president of the United States with his social media and posts and everything else, his messages. We are here to talk about the case and litigate cases. We can't address what he posts or what he wants to post or did post.
But as his attorneys, have you told him to stop posting this rhetoric,
So
these
what I
messages
said
about
before
the judge?
was we can't, literally, we can't tell you what we've discussed with
No,
our
I
client.
understand,
So
but are
that's
you
the answer.
concerned that he's continuing to
Not
go
concerned
after
at
the
all.
judge, talking about the judge's wife, talking about the family? I mean,
I don't think the
any
judge
other
was concerned about it.
Yeah, but any other defendant, wouldn't you be like,
Any other defendant wouldn't be
He's
here
not
today.
going after the judge. He is not going after the judge. He commented that he thought that there were some issues that may cause a conflict. That's not going after the judge. He is not threatening the judge. He is not going after the
right,
judge.
he's going after the
He
DA.
has said that the DA, he is angry because the DA has brought a case that is unjustified. And so I'm not going to comment on it. You may disagree with the way he spoke,
Can
but
you
he
talk
is
about the
angry.
process? Was he fingerprinted? Was there a
I'm not going to talk
mugshot?
about it.
Was there a
In fact,
mugshot?
I think thank you
What
for your
about
attention.
fingerprints?
But-
Thank you.
What was his message to the supporters gathered here?